fucking rare intro. Very rare intro. UFC Fight Night, man. I don't know what I was doing. I was just fucking around, but very rare intro. We'll let it rock. UFC Fight Night, 3 hours, late picks, last minute picks. Allen versus Costa should be fucking phenomenal. By Allen versus Costa, we're not talking about Brendan Allen and Paulo Costa. We are talking about Arnold Allen and Melquizael Costa, Mel Coffee, as he's known. You can see here a couple fights fell out, a couple fights got scheduled, whatever the hell. Moving on, just gonna hop straight into it. First fight of the night: Shauna Bannon versus Nicole Cagliari. This is also, actually, I forgot to mention this. This is a new addition to Tapology. They have the strength of schedule rating, and I will be completely honest, I actually don't know. Well, I know what strength of schedule means. Everyone knows what strength of schedule means. Strength of schedule meaning, obviously, the strength of competition. What is the total level of skill that you've faced, or on a gradient level? Like, as you progressed throughout your professional career, how good are the dudes are you fighting? Simple as. So I don't know if a higher number is better or a lower number is better in a sense. If I could find someone that has a ton of UFC fights, it would make more sense. See, I don't know. Like, is 25 higher? Chaos Williams has a bit of fights in the UFC. Same thing with Modestus. But Malcolm Wellmaker has a 6, Well, actually, no. I'm assuming that the higher is better, actually, just after seeing Arnold Allen and Melquizael Costa, some of the highest, as well as Juan Diaz, Peruvian dude making his debut. I think they're trying to sacrifice him. Has no, and Cagliari has 3. So, does anybody else not? And then dude making their debut have none. Okay, so without further ado, Shauna Bannon versus Nicole Cagliari. No, both of these chicks. I'm actually kind of surprised that Nicole Cagliari is the underdog here. I think it's because she's lost 2 fights back to back. Shauna Bannon, though. Who does Shauna Bannon has 1 win that I remember. It was a good win. Pooja Tomar, that's who I remember. Damn, she lost to Alice Ardeon? I mean, she beat Alice Ardeon? That's kind of crazy to me. Because I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Bruno Brazil beat that ass. I think Shauna Bannon was whack as fuck. Pooja Tomar was dog shitty and got a fucking robbery win in her fight. In her debut. Damn, she's in Road to UFC. They kicked her out of the UFC for that. Versus Rayan Dos Santos. She definitely, that was a robbery win. I actually thought Rayan won. And Shauna Bannon finished her. It was actually a really good fight. It was a war low-key, but I don't know about that one. We just have to revisit Nicole Cagliari super quick. Ernesto Karakach and Carly Judice are not the worst losses to have. It's the fact that she really hasn't won in the UFC at all. That's kind of concerning here. It makes sense that Shauna Bannon is the favorite. I'm not going to lie. Shauna Bannon probably, if anything, is just a more technical striker. But, all right, let's go back. Let's just go back. I might decide this one based on physicality. Oh, first off, what the hell are we doing? Yeah. Gotta go to the real shit. Okay. We're gonna go with Mama B. Before I check what Tapology thing. Oh, wait, no. I must have misread something. Men do think that Cagliari will win. I don't want to pick Shauna Bannon. I really don't. But again, UFC experience, she does have a win. But the win... The Pooja Tomar win, I don't know. And the Shauna Bannon shit... I mean, the Alice Ardeon shit was probably a robbery. That I just don't remember. Split decision? Yeah. I can take a loss to Carly Judice. Go Cagliari by decision. But maybe Shauna Bannon gets another submission. Who knows? Daniel Baez versus Luis Gurule. Surprised that Gurule is the favorite here because he's looked like shit and looked even worse in all of his fucking fights. Win over Victor Altamirano is okay. Losses to Rafael Filo. and Andre Lima aren't the worst. We're going to go with Barras here by decision. By the bet, yeah. Really has just not looked good at all. He's looked worse and worse. Speaking of Alex Ardion versus Poliana Viana, a woman who has struggled. Yeah, struggled in the UFC. Damn, Ardion's actually on a win streak here. Ain't that funny. Ain't that funny. Lost to heavy grapplers. Jin Yu dog shit. I was going to say, I think we are going to go with Ardion here again, actually, by decision. Poliana Viana just hasn't been able to string it together. This should be a good fight, actually. Andre Petroski versus Cody Brundage. Funny enough, I might go with Cody Brundage here. I like the wild man style. Andre Petroski, probably a better strict grappler. But Andre Petroski's chin can never be trusted under any circumstance. And I trust Cody to actually pull out with some crazy shit. You'd be surprised with this man. I thought that happened recently, actually. You'd be surprised with this man, Andre Petroski. Especially if he's facing a dude that can strike. It's kind of scary. There's a reason why the people that pick Brundage are going by KO, and I'm going to do the same. I want to think that it happens in round 1, because if the fight goes any further than that, I'm going to be scared for Cody. Should be a fucking great fight here. Jacqueline Cavalcanti, up-and-coming woman. Very nice striking, very tall. Knows how to use it. Here's the thing. Ketlen Vieira's the underdog. I'm going to go with Jacqueline Cavalcanti. I'm actually going to go with Jacko. I already kind of had this one picked. We'll go with Jacko Cavalcanti by round 3 KO TKO, because she always seems like she's on the cusp of getting it. But if Ketlen Vieira shoots a takedown off rip and gets her down, the Jacqueline Cavalcanti is going to get fraud checked, essentially, is what I'm saying here. I just really believe in the striking. Tommy Gant versus Artur Miniev. Both dudes making their debut, if I remember correctly. Both dudes undefeated. Someone's O has got to go. Just, you just got to take a little look. Now, the real shit is if, like, when I have plenty of time, you got to look at the dudes that they beat and who beat them, and who they beat. That's the real shit. And then who beat them and who they beat. But late picks, we can't afford to do that. This man, that's interesting, but that's a fuck ton of activity. Both of these dudes have been active as fuck. This dude literally was fighting once a month for 4 months. Then he took a little break. I kind of like that. Damn, what the fuck? And they're hiding this dude's age. People are going with Gant. I'm going to go with Gant. I'm going to say by KO TKO just because man's in the boxing. From a boxing gym, job boxing. Say by round 2. I'm looking forward to that fight, though. Tokos versus Ivan Erslan. Who did Ivan just get violated by? He got violated by Jimmy Crute. Yeah, I remember someone violated him, too. These 2 losses are against dudes that the UFC really wants to win, so I feel like it can kind of be accepted a little bit. I think Tuka Tokos is a better fighter here, honestly. It's just a matter of if he's fresher. Nikolai Veretennikov versus Chaos Williams. I'm not going to lie. This man, Chaos Williams, has gotten me paid multiple times. I always be forgetting man's at 170. Who did Nikolai just beat? Oh, he beat Nico Price, but that was a gimme. That was a gimme. We going with Chaos and possibly by KO TKO. Let's say again, late. Yeah, Tapology agrees. I think Chaos is just better. Bernardo Sopai, brother. We meet again. You might remember Bernardo Sopai was the dude that got knocked out by Vinicius Oliveira. Really fucking bad. Really fucking bad. That's his loss here, yeah. Smoke Vicky Turcios. Timmy's actually putting some wins together, yeah. Timmy has put some wins together. I'm going to go with Bernardo Sopai. The reason why Bernardo Sopai lost in the Vinicius fight, obviously he got knocked out, but he death gassed. Bro actually was beating Vinicius's ass, and then he death gassed, really fucking bad. Like was defenseless essentially, and then tried to flee. I'ma say that Sapai can actually do this shit properly. Properly. I think Kwamba's tough as a motherfucker though, so I don't know if he finishes him. So I'll go by decision. Modestas Bukauskas versus Christian Edwards. Have we seen Christian Edwards? We have not. Went over Jay Collier. I mean, that dude got hurt in that fight, so... Yeah, I'm going to go with Modestas. I think they're trying to feed Modestas. It would seem, unless this dude Christian Edwards is just a monster. Yeah, that was painful. Now, I want to go completely emotional and this man, Juan Diaz, right? I really do. I think that's Combate Global, correct? What is that? I don't know what promotion this is. Fighting some dudes, you know, with winning records. He's fighting dudes with winning records. That's what we got to note. Over Chris Patino, Cameron Simon was kind of on his way out. I mean, I'm actually just going to say fuck it. I'm going to say fuck it. I'm going to go with this man, Juan Diaz. We'll say by decision. Maybe he gets a finish. If Malcolm Wallmaker doesn't knock him out, is Malcolm Wallmaker a better fighter? Let's find out. I also might be speaking a little weird because my tongue is kind of injured. Doo Ho Choi versus Daniel Santos, man. Doo Ho Choi had a crazy win in his last one versus Nate Landwehr. Spooky hours. Even before that, the knockout over Billy Algeo. Man has the unholy split. 2 losses, a draw in the middle, and then a win. Or and then 2 wins. Oh, I forget. This is a decision majority. I just look like a fool. I'm going to go with Daniel Santos. This man, Doo Ho Choi, he's been fighting great. But it's hard not to think that man's, you know, with the inactivity, time spent, getting a little bit older. I have to go with this man, Daniel Santos. Again, I don't know if he'll get the finish. But I'm going to go with him by decision. Mel Cawthey versus Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen, extremely dominant fighter. Man has been tearing shit up. Mel Cawthey, less so. Ups and downs. But man has actually put it together. Now you can see on a very, very nice win streak. Got some nice finishes in there. The most losses in Arnold Allen's career have come as of late, but he's been fighting monsters. He's been fighting monsters. Losing to Max Holloway, Mavzar, and Gene Silva. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Especially when none of those dudes finished you, they just beat your ass. They just beat you by decision. I almost said beat your ass. But, you know what I mean. Actually, I really do like Melk Cawthey here. I like the techniques of Melk when he's striking. And here's the thing, I think if Arnold Allen takes him down, I actually think Mel Cawthey can get the sub. I might even kind of see that happening. I'm going to say that in round 2 because of Arnold Allen. It's something that Arnold Allen initiates. Mel Cawthey gets the sub. That's what I see happening. Save that. The fights are in a couple hours. I will be here. Hope you enjoyed. Quick picks, maybe a little story time on stream. Smokey Hours Fight Companion, tune in. As always, thanks for watching. Much love. Big kiss.